Today's devotion comes from Nehemiah chapter 2, verses 17 through 20. In our scripture today, Nehemiah has received the king's blessing to return to his blessed Jerusalem and place of his father's grave to rebuild the wall. Reading from Nehemiah chapter 2, verses 17 through 20. Then I said to them, "You see the bad situation we are in, that Jerusalem is desolate and its gates burned by fire? Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, so that we will no longer be a reproach. I told you then how the hand of my God has been favorable to me, and so about the king's words which he had spoken to me. Then they said, 'Let us arise and build.' So they put their hands to good work. But when Sanballat the Horite and Tobiah the Amorite official and Geshem the Arab heard it, they mocked us and despised us and said, 'What is this thing you are doing? Are you rebuilding against the king?' So I answered them and said to them, 'The God of heaven will give us success before we, his servants, will arise and build. But you have no portion, right, or memorial in Jerusalem.'" Nehemiah had God's instructions to go and build. The king had given him the blessing. There were those that came out against him. Nehemiah answered them and said, "The God of heaven will give us success." Today, this is a good lesson for us. When God tells us to take on a task that may seem as daunting as the rebuilding of the destroyed wall of Jerusalem, God will give us success. There will be the Sanballats, the Tobiahs, and the Geshems that will laugh at us and find fault with us and do everything they can to stop us. But we need to remember, it is God's plan and He will give us success. And the glory for it all belongs to the Lord. So don't be afraid to step out and do God's work.